Poppin', man. Talking to Skrap 1090, the big whoop from the floss.
First off, free Skrap, no man deserve to be shackled and bounded.
Free Skrap. Hold on. Herbo said they gonna think I'm 1090.
Yeah. That's a fact.
They yelling free Skrap like.
Tonight, following yesterday's high-speed police pursuit in Miami that ended with the arrest of two accused murderers from New York. Investigators tell us the duo have been busy over the past few weeks breaking the law here in South Florida.
Lee and Hedge both made their first appearances in bond court. Both are being held on a warrant out of New York City.
They are high-level gang members in New York. These are two violent individuals that we were lucky to take off the street.
The subject of today's video is a demon from New York that did the race like TK. Whenever he spotted one of his ops, he would go after them with no hesitation. The subject of today's video really lived the gangster lifestyle that rappers talk about in their music, but now he's facing decades in prison because of it. The subject of today's video is none other than Skrap 1090, and today we're going to be telling his story. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Skrap 1090, real name Krishan Hedge, is from Brooklyn, New York. More specifically, he's from the Canarsie area of Brooklyn, also known as the Floss. This area has risen in notoriety across the country as the legendary Brooklyn drill rapper Pop Smoke was from there and constantly repped it in his music. Skrap is a 1090 blood, and similar to Pop Smoke, he also claimed to be a member of the Woos. The Woos consist of various blood and Crip sets, and they primarily beef with the Choos. The Choos are primarily made up of gangster disciple sets, but also contain some blood and Crip sets. The original rappers that put Brooklyn drill rap on the map were Bobby Shmurda, Roddy Rebel, and their GS9 crew. Skrap wasn't a member of GS9, but he had a close relationship with them and frequently appeared in their music videos. Eventually, GS9 would be taken down by the feds with RICO charges, and Skrap would have to create his own lane in the industry. As he was making a name for himself, Skrap would get into legal trouble of his own. In the beginning of 2017, Skrap was arrested and charged with manslaughter and 2 premeditated attempted murders. There's not much info available about these charges anywhere, but they were eventually dropped and he was released from jail in March of 2018.
It's a fact. I just came home. I beat 2 cases.
Shit, you beat them shit.
Yeah. Went all the way to the door, trial.
Right. What the hell you booked for? Some serious shit?
Yeah, a manslaughter, 2 premeditated attempts.
Shortly after this, Skrap would find himself in serious trouble with the law once again. On Monday, October 1st, 2018, a man named Jaquan Campbell, aged 25, was celebrating a birthday with his girlfriend and about 15 other people at Angel's Strip Club in Queens, New York. According to law enforcement sources, during the celebration, he told his girlfriend, "I feel like something bad is going to happen. Let's leave." The pair hopped into her black 2017 Lexus and he was driving them on the Whitestone Expressway Service Road when a black BMW SUV suddenly slammed their car from behind several times. The attackers, equipped with a machine gun and a police scanner, then opened fire on the Lexus. In an attempt to escape, Jaquan sideswiped the BMW before zooming off into oncoming traffic. Then he pulled his bang-up vehicle into the parking lot of the College Point Multiplex Cinemas on Ulmer Street. Jaquan was standing outside the Lexus surveying the damage to the car when 4 men in black ski masks jumped out from the BMW. One of the suspects fired a gun at him several times. The attackers then pulled the man's girlfriend out of her car before fleeing in their own vehicle and the couple's Lexus. Jaquan was hit multiple times in the chest and later died of his injuries. His girlfriend was uninjured. Both of the vehicles were later found nearby. Cops found the machine gun, police scammer, and a 9mm handgun near the shooter's SUV.
Police pursuit that put thousands of South Florida drivers in harm's way during rush hour traffic tonight. We know why the people in that car did not want to be caught.
That's right. The U.S. Marshal's Office says 2 men in that car are wanted for a murder in New York. He said the Miami office got a tip Monday from New York about murder suspects Brandon Lee and Krishan Hedge being in Miami. Marshals set up surveillance, followed the men, called in reinforcements, and tried to pull them over.
Following the death of Jaquan Campbell, Skrap and his associates were wanted by the feds in association with his murder. About 3 weeks after it happened, U.S. Marshals received a tip from New York that the men were in South Florida. Authorities began conducting surveillance on the men later that day and caught up with them while they were traveling in a white BMW SUV. After marshals called in reinforcements and attempted to pull them over, the SUV took off. The pursuit began around 5 p.m. through the streets of Miami Beach, and Skrap was in the car with 3 other people. Police said the chase started in Miami Beach. At one point, the BMW sped down Alton Road, going the wrong way. Later, the BMW narrowly missed colliding with a rider on a scooter. Police said Skrap then sped into Interstate 95 and headed onto the Dolphin Expressway, driving west toward Miami International Airport. Authorities eventually took Skrap and one of his associates named Brandon Lee into custody in the area of Northwest 20th Street and 27th Avenue. The 2 other men with Skrap in the BMW were not involved in the homicide and were let go by authorities. Investigators also believe Skrap and Lee were involved in a hit-and-run crash caught on video 2 weeks earlier in Miami. In this incident, a Lamborghini was seen slamming into the back of a pickup truck, but the driver and passenger didn't stick around. They hopped into a friend's Mercedes-Benz and peeled away, leaving behind the crumbled high-end sports car. The other driver, an off-duty Miami Beach firefighter, was not injured. Skrap is currently still locked up, waiting for his trial to begin. Let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comment section, and please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.